Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today this video is going to be special because we are sitting down with Mr. Pekka Kelka today, who is one of the most influential Web3 educators in the world right now. And he's into this Web3 and blockchain before it became mainstream. So thank you first of all for joining us today. And
Thank you, Ali, for your kind words, first of all.
so today I'm going to start by going back to the beginning, from where you started and how you entered this world.
Maybe I should go a little bit further down my experience, because I started my online career in 1994 when first internet browser was published and launched, Netscape. But and from that point further, I moved, of course, to Web 2. But I was heavily involved with the enterprise software, like supply chain, CRM, ERP. 2016, I came across with one particular technical document online, which is called Ethereum white paper. And why this is important? Because I come from the enterprise software side of the IT business. And there was this introduction of software that will replace the unnecessary, untrusted, too expensive middlemen from the process. Smart contract software application. And I started to research, and if this is the case, that we will have at some point, we will have internet that we can trust the code instead of any central party. And I started to research as much as I can, and quite soon I found myself joining these events. That was early days of this industry in Dubai. And because I'm quite talkative and I want to ask questions, and I was asking too many questions probably when I was in the audience. Soon I found myself speaking instead of being in the audience. And in 2017 I joined my first blockchain project already, which was the supply chain for one particular thing. And that since those days I've stayed full time in blockchain, which if you include and add these points together, this is close to 9 years in the industry full time now.
Looks like you have come a long way from 1994 to 2025, and you have seen all the rising movements of crypto, Web3 and blockchains, and also the downfalls. So with this, I would like to ask you about how you started this, and also like what are the major setbacks you faced while in this journey, from which all of our viewers can learn, and personally I can also learn like how to overcome these problems.
Well, the biggest misconception for me was that, and I was so enthusiastic about this. I was really highly involved with this idea of decentralization, and there were quite many of people those days. We were so much into this technology and opportunity, and we thought that we will establish a world without countries, without central banks, without governments, without banks. And that was the biggest misconception you can imagine. And it, of course, gradually we started to understand that we cannot be outside society. We cannot be independent island somewhere, and we need to be part of the society. And then quite soon, actually, it started already like late 17, 18. We had good meetings with the people who were really involved in the industry, and we started to promote the benefits of this industry also to lawmakers, bankers, financial institutions, and of course retail people and individuals. So and that was when I came from this hype of decentralization of everything into reality, that this needs to be a combination of decentralization and centralization, and gradually develop everything towards more decentralized ecosystems. When it comes to Web3 and this blockchain, crypto, Web3 phenomenon, which is not just one thing, it's really complex and wide and deep system and ecosystem, we need to have three different things in place, which actually happened also on internet. And those things, before internet came global, three things happened. First, global standards, and the most important standard was the transaction standard TCP/IP, which is this global protocol standard to transact internet everywhere. When this was agreed globally, then the second one was regulations, and that started 1999, I believe it was in US. Al Gore introduced the bill, and it was accepted in Congress and Senate, and by President later. And those two things were in place: global standards, then regulations, and then big money came in. And those three things need to happen also in our industry. Standards are not there yet. Fast development happening all the time. A lot of course, lobbying here, there, and everywhere. Then regulations. We are proceeding fast with regulations. Of course, looks that USA is leading the show now when it comes to regulations, but we are not far behind in UAE here. And also we have MiCA market in crypto assets in Europe, and also Southeast Asia is developing fast. Singapore, Hong Kong. And that's the second thing. And then when these two things will be in place, big money will join. But now all three things are happening simultaneously in our industry. And that's remarkable. And I hope that in 1-2 years, this will be so much bigger than today. Well, I'm positive that it will be so much bigger than today, not just like value-wise of this asset class, but also the user base will be much bigger. And also enterprises are joining us.
Okay, so now we have got time with you, and we're definitely gonna make full use of it. So to start with this, so to all our viewers who are currently new in crypto markets, who are basically do not know anything about Web3 or blockchains. So what is Web3 according to you?
Can I take a little bit different angle, if you don't mind? Because you pointed out the really important thing, which I also are introducing, especially to people that have no experience of this. They can, of course, everybody's using social media applications, and they are there, and maybe some online banking systems and so forth, because everything is online today, and everybody is online today with their mobile phones and laptops and bags and so forth. But when they ask me that, okay, well, I don't understand anything, what should I do? What's the first thing I should try to do? I say that there are so many things that are related to our industry that are practically still run. They still run on Web 2, but the asset is what our industry asset. What I'm referring to is that because now these centralized crypto exchanges, CEXs, they are now more mature, more secure, easier to use. Pretty much the same thing that we would use your banking application, for example. And that is, I said, check those first, but simultaneously start to understand if you want to position yourself as far as you can go, like position yourself as your own bank. You can do that in this ecosystem, but don't start from there. Don't start to use your cold or hard wallet and you own your assets, because there's so many mistakes, problems can happen. I lost a couple of times my money, by the way, my stupid mistakes, but because that time, of course, the technology was not so mature today, but I lost a little bit of money. But if you think it this way, start from there that you're more familiar with, but simultaneously understand the benefits and opportunities what decentralization can provide to you.
So that's a pretty good point we get to know about. Like, we should basically, as per Mr. Pekka, we should start from the beginning. Like, first we should get into the basics, not watch all the crypto influencers or the educators online who are just telling you to go to the end point where you are making profits or they are making generational wealth. But you should start from the beginning, like start from what is Web3 or what is blockchain and how to start or enter in the markets. So first clear your basics, then go to like the bigger steps. Like, it's a step-by-step game. So you have to take smaller steps one at a time. And once you start taking steps, then eventually you will have a platform where you can take big steps and you will start to grow your money.
Well, Ali, this is important thing that you mentioned. First of all, I so much appreciate the opportunity of wealth generation in our industry. But to me, it is secondary. Because again, I explained where I come from. I come from the enhancing the current internet, and when you enhance current internet, the enhancement means that you are decentralizing it, and the asset class what we have, cryptos, tokens, and coins. These decentralized platforms, decentralized ecosystems, they don't function without these coins and tokens, and that is, to me, it is more important than what's the price of any token. Because the price of any token will be higher in a few years time than today. The good ones. I'm not saying that they're so speculative tiny coins, because they probably big percentage of those will fail. And let me tell you one important thing to understand when it comes to this asset class and when it comes to this business. I come from the startup world. I've been practically only working with and at startup companies. My startup companies have been partnerships with the major companies like Microsoft, HP, Oracle, all these guys. Nokia, I'm from Finland, of course, Nokia. We even had one common product with Nokia. But then startup business is everybody knows that it's really hard to establish a long-lasting, decades-lasting startup business. This is no different.
Yes.
If 90% of startup businesses will fail, this is the same. This is the same. We need to understand this even a little bit more complicated, but the percentage of survivors is the same. Only 1-2% make it big, even less than that.
Yes.
Maybe 5% will make it okay, and maybe the rest of this will fail. And this would, if you think of your strategy of how to enter this for investment world also, of course, if you do different kind of trading, you do futures and derivatives and these kind of things, it is a little bit different thing because you mainly do it with the established ones. Yeah. But again, there are volatility still there, which is by the foundation of doing these trades. But if you are interested in the bigger opportunity like spot trading and investing in these early phase companies, be aware. They're startups. It looks like really great system. And of course, there are some things that you need to check. Is there liquidity? What kind of team it is? Has these team members, have they done anything prior to this project in our industry? All these basic things you must check. But still, 90% will vanish.
Definitely. That's a great point that we get to know. Like, even before investing in any of the coin, you should probably check their background, where they are coming from, what are their plans, what are their future plans, or how this coin will perform in next 5 to 10 years. Rather than just following a crypto influencer who is telling you to buy at this point, this will make you generational wealth, and do a rug pull, or just do a if we say they do invite all the retailers and then make the price go high and then move their money out of the markets and make profits, and they are making exceptionally generational wealth from you guys, but not you are making from them. So be aware of that, and definitely don't blindly follow anyone. Just do your own research before investing in any coin, or before entering in the market. Just do your own research, because you are more smarter than anyone else, and it's your money. You have to take your decision. Just don't follow or listen to anyone to invest in the particular coins, but definitely use your own brains before investing.
I can add one a little bit more positive view on this.
Yes.
The value of the entire asset class today, the market cap of this asset class is today approximately 3 trillion.
Yes.
It was 4 trillion, it's came down now. But the way I see it, especially now when big money is coming in, big institutions are investing, big technology sectors, big business sectors are enjoying and joining this technology. So this is happening so fast now. If we are 4 trillion today, and those guys who've been in the markets like the stock and bonds markets like decades, and they had started to understand this. They say that this asset class, the market cap of this asset class can be in less than 10 years, it can be 100 trillion. 4 trillion, 3 trillion, 100 trillion. Don't do any crazy things. Just go there. If you're a trader, you want to trade and you challenge yourself and how can you make fast money? Do that, but only some portion of your capacity and your capital. But if you join this way, that there are good established coins and tokens already, not a finance advice, not whatsoever.
That sounds really informative, that we should only, if we want to try and take a risky trade or get into future, just use that portion of your capital or your capacity that you are willing to lose. Not go blindly, take over leverage, or just take like bigger positions than your capacity, that if the market there's a liquidity sweep or there's news, like recently we saw the news like where 2000 crypto traders committed suicide due to the news and liquidity sweep in the market. So if you don't want to be in that position, definitely don't over leverage your position, or take that portion of your capital in trading, in future trading, or risking that which you are willing to lose and which won't affect your mental health in that. So I would like to ask you now that what is the one misconception that you would like to clear out of the people who are still thinking that this blockchain, Web3 or crypto is just a bubble or just a scam, but they think it is not real and it should not be adapted, and we should just stick to the banking, like internet banking, that traditional banking that we are currently using?
Well, you said it yourself on your question. Don't think that this is a scam, because of first of all, now this technology has been approved, and the biggest financial institutions have joined already, and rest who have not, they are joining very fast before the end of the next year. That's fine as a part of it. Governments are supporting it already, and this technology will never vanish. And if you think it from this perspective, this technology as public blockchain does not function without tokens and coins, because these cryptos, tokens and coins, they have fundamental role on this ecosystem. They are providing security and they're validating the transactions. Like in current internet, there's central elements and central entities who are doing the same thing. Now there's most advanced computer code replacing all the centralized elements from the process. And token and coin, which people can understand, this is the bubble, this is a scam. It's not so, because this ecosystem will not function without these assets. They have an incremental role on the system. And for example, the BlackRocks and Fidelities and all these guys, and now Visa and JP Morgan, they are now launching their own coins, and they are using the public blockchains as an underlying technology. So that's focused on this. Just check what's there already today. It's a different thing than 2 or 3 years, not to mention 5 or 7 years, 9 years ago. It's totally different. This is so mature now. Anything can happen in the world, of course.
Yes.
But as long as we have internet, because this will be, when it's a little bit more mature, a little bit more decentralized, this will replace the current internet, what we are calling Web 2, and then Web 3 will gradually replace it on certain type of mechanisms and procedures. We're talking, some people are saying that we are now on Web 2.5. I agree, there are some decentralized mechanisms already that are functioning very well. Decentralized finance, for example, and some other RWAs, real asset platforms. They are there already. So it's happening as we speak. It's not a scam. There are scammers everywhere in the world.
Definitely.
Try to find your way to join this. And I mentioned already, if you're totally new, join the way that you're familiar with already when you're acting and transacting on internet.
No, definitely. I hope that would be adding so much information and value to your learnings about Web3, crypto markets, or blockchain, whichever is interesting you. So, with moving forward, I would like to ask you that what is the one advice you would like to give to the young creators or entrepreneurs entering the markets?
Um, it's a little bit different to difficult to say how they should or anybody should enter this thing because you should find your way of doing it. You do excellent videos yourself. You have your own style, and you use your style to provide the valuable information to the community. If you are a creator already and you have your message on your different channels, don't change that. Add something related to our industry. And if you have created your community and you're newbie in that sense, try to build it the way that instead of going deep end in the beginning, step by step. Of course, you need to learn it yourself if you start as a newbie. But then, step by step, adding information of our industry to the content that you're already creating. Because if you think it this way, this is internet development. You are doing your online content Web 2 now. What you do now, how you engage your audience, little by little add some Web3, blockchain, crypto related information on that. Don't go directly that, hey, futures now, with all money, huge leverage, go there. No, don't do that. Instead of adding information, what are the benefits of this industry? Because by the way, how I do my education and advising, I only focus on the benefits. Of course, risks and benefits together, but because there are clear benefits. And if people start to understand the benefits, because benefits are, understand risk also, but benefits will keep you interested in this system.
Nowadays, AI is being overtaking the markets, and everyone is moving towards AI and thinking like AI will overtake these crypto markets and blockchain. So, what do you think? AI is a competition of this Web3 or blockchain, or it is just a partner that would help to grow you?
First of all, definitely both are partners to each other, but they could both will grow. But there are certain things that if you focus a little bit of what both are good at and both are bad at. Of course, I have my bias when it comes to blockchain and crypto Web3. But AI is really terrible on truth, really terrible on truth, and we haven't seen anything yet when it comes to this particular challenge. And blockchain is all about the truth because there are mechanisms that secures that everything that runs on blockchain is as should be. Because this validation process, there are, for example, in theory, there are 1 million validators validating transactions. Of course, they're changing the technology a little bit, but anyways, there's a huge amount of validators that secure that everything that is there is as it should be. And how I see AI and Web3, AI and blockchain and crypto Web3 is our industry in the future. Actually, I just probably will publish this week a video on the title of AI and blockchain, perfect marriage.
Okay.
And because now this particular thing, what's happening probably today is that you are not, and these models are developed, AI models are developing so fast, it's getting harder and harder to understand, is this an AI agent or a real person talking to you? But if this information runs from blockchain, then it is as it should be, because this information blockchain can validate based on what is there on smart contract transactions. It validates the information that the way that if it's not as it should be, the transaction will not go through. But of course, some technical challenges still, because the number of transactions on AI is huge. There's compute capacity is unbelievable. But now here comes something that is already happening today, and this development is exploding. And we are talking about technology which is called decentralized physical infrastructure networks, DEPIN. And one particular sector of DEPIN is decentralizing the GPUs, those chips that are fundamental. The AI doesn't work without this huge compute, and those chips are the layer on the AI ecosystem that provides you the compute power. And decentralized infrastructure networks will be implemented the way on blockchain that these GPU chips will be decentralized, that people are using it when you want globally from wherever and as much as you need. And it's much more secure because it is decentralized. It's much more affordable because you use only this particular chip model as much as you want, and there's pay-as-you-go systems. And this goes all the way, what we call in the industry, we call them these areas, we call this system edge computing, which means that these decentralized nodes, GPU nodes, can run far away from huge data centers or AI farms, as they call them today, AWS or even the Elon Musk X AI and so forth, Grok, the model. But now if you think it this way, so this is so beneficial for both blockchain and AI, especially from humans' perspective. And my message is that AI, the blockchain, will save AI for humans. So, because that's why we need to develop these systems fast, and that is this particular technology that is. I'm happy to say that it is developing fast. It's not fully compliant yet. There are some latency problems and these kind of things. But when there's need, these engineers in the world, they will solve the problems.
Amazing. So as we got to know about, AI is not a competitor of blockchain or Web3, it is just a partner, and like people are exploiting AI, with the help of blockchain, it will be more humanized and much safer option to use. So you should not complicate or make a competition between AI taking over blockchain. They both are a part of a main ecosystem that will help you to understand the markets or understand the blockchain and making it more safe for you guys, rather than just nowadays people are making use of AI in a wrong way. So with time it will be evolving and definitely going to be more safer and helpful for you guys as a together, not individually.
And when we are a trader investment channel more than anything else, there are some interesting AI crypto tokens already, not to mention any name because that's not an investment advice, but please check them, because you find the categories on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko, you find AI cryptos, AI tokens and coins. Check them. Check the market caps, what's happening in there, is there liquidity, and interesting things happening in this sector already. And they are AI tokens and coins. They will be a big part of the future of AI.
Definitely. As we all talk about nowadays that AI is going to overtake in the future. So definitely, why not look for it, research about it, and definitely see, is it worth the hype or is it according to your plan, or what are your views on this. So there will be links in description available, so you can go to that and search about the market caps, liquidation, and another tokens which is suitable for you guys. So now we are moving forward, and definitely we'll run to some short questions, a rapid fire, where I will give you two different coins or token names, and you have to choose between those two, that which one is best for you or which one you like the more. So let's start with it. So the first one is Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Both are winners, definite winners, and they're like day and night from technology's perspective, from the ecosystem's perspective. Bitcoin, as it's been called so many years already, gold 2.0, and Bitcoin to me is gold 2.0. I know that there are some projects that are developing on top of that, like try to have some decentralized finance platforms and so forth. But let's not try to put a Ferrari engine to tractor. So what I mean by that is that this tokenizing everything type of thing cannot fit into the picture of and technology of Bitcoin, but it fits 100% on Ethereum. So Ethereum will be tokenizing everything, and Bitcoin will be the best store of value there ever can be for the society.
Which one do you prefer the more?
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Because of I come from the software side of the IT business, and that's why everything will be tokenized. This is the foundation of the Web3.
And let's move forward. And now, which one will you choose from, Ethereum or Solana?
I'd say this way: both will be winners, and Solana will be leader in retail business. I definitely believe in that, based on the transaction per second and the community they're building, and so much happening on the retail side of it. But now, looks as we speak today, after last September, big money, biggest institution, financial institutions, biggest asset managers, they are, and also the biggest banks like JP Morgan, they are adopting everything that Ethereum is implementing. Also the DATs, which are these digital asset trusts, treasuries, and that's growing fast on Ethereum. They will also come to Solana, but that's my answer. Both are winners, and I'm really happy to own a little bit of both coins.
So now we go to, what do you choose between Solana or XRP?
Decentralization is the key for me. That was the main reason, for example, Ethereum and Solana. To me, Ethereum is much more decentralized, biggest network there is. And the network effect is something that's also, it's been proven case that it will win. The bigger networks will always win. And XRP is so centralized. It has not even purpose to be decentralized. But it has good technology it can be the banking coin. It will have a role there, and for example, it's pretty much licensed here in UAE, which is really surprising to me. But again, Solana definitely over XRP.
And the last one is, which do you prefer, altcoins or meme coins?
Well. Meme coins is a phenomenon to me that has very little to do with blockchain, cryptos, and decentralization. But altcoins is the heart and soul of this whole ecosystem. Altcoins.
Perfect. So let's move to our second question. That we hear a lot of institutions and big players in the market are saying that Bitcoin will touch $150,000 or $250,000 by the end of 2026. So what are your views on this?
Let's go back to earlier discussions that this market cap from 4 trillion to 100 trillion. If we think that this 4 trillion market cap will be one day 100 trillion, 100 trillion. Of course, the smaller coins will go in a bigger axis, more axis, but Bitcoin definitely can easily do from this level where we are, 10x.
So you believe that by 2026 end, or if we say in the span of next 2 years, we can see Bitcoin crossing $150,000 or to touchdown $250,000.
I don't want to give any timeline, but I'm a million guy myself.
So in that, like in future, we can see these numbers being achieved.
1 million Bitcoin.
Definitely. And let's move to our another last question of the day. That what are the red flags and green flags you would like to advise to watch out for cryptos?
I'd really focus on if any crypto channel or influencer KOL starts to promote any single coin and token, the usual mechanism is that these early phase coins and tokens are paying these guys.
Yes.
Sometimes crazy money, and these guys, the biggest channels, can have millions of viewers, and or avoid those. Or if you are interested in them, have more views on them. Check the fundamentals again: team, liquidity, all these things, what there is, and then make your decision. Not based on what this 3 million subscribers YouTube channel is explaining to you, but be careful.
So that's a pretty good advice, and we talked about it earlier also. Better to do your own research than following any influencer with big numbers on their channels or their social media platforms that is promoting a single coin just because he is getting paid or he has invested his own a lot of money. So they are inviting probably you guys to invest, and when you guys invest and you see the coin is starting to moving to higher highs, or like moving, the price is moving upward on a daily basis, and you see it is creating a FOMO in your mind that you are missing out. So that's the time you should be aware of, and better to take a step back than lose your money. So it's better to be aware of those influencers who are promoting a coins online. So as per he said, like we should definitely do our own research and check out the background of the coin or like that. So thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure having you here. Hopefully me and our viewers got a really insights of the market, and also you added a really great value in improving our knowledge or making us clearly understand what is Web3, what is blockchain, and what is AI. So how they are going to be helpful in 2030 or by the next few years in helping you to humanize this more and be a safer option for you to invest.
Exactly. And thank you, Ari, for inviting me.
So thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here. So we'll definitely see him in our another videos also. And if you want to gain more knowledge and education regarding this Web3, blockchain or crypto, you can definitely check out his channel. Your link will be available in the description, and definitely I assure you that it will be adding a great knowledge in your minds and help you to improve your insights about the markets, and take it as a safer option rather than a sorry option. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Hopefully it will help you, and if you want to level up your trading skills step by step, let's turn your confusion into clarity. Follow FOMO Trading Insights.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.